This is different. No intro or nothing. Just gonna spew some shit here. Sorry for that. Fucking phone. Well, this has been an eventful week. You know, with the U.S. almost disintegrating into civil war, having dude literally wearing a bear head with horns on and leading an attack into the Capitol while there was a session while they were going to recognize officially Weekend at Bernie's as the new president of the United States. The world going to hell, basically, almost in a minute. Which is weird that we consider that going to hell because it's just one dude. I mean, it's one nation. And yet, it's seemingly every fucking nation on the planet is under the guise or under the guidance of whatever this nation has done, which is no longer, by the way, the first power of the world, the most powerful nation in the world. Is no longer. It hasn't been in a while. China took that spot a long time ago. And this is a weird one. I mean, I decided to do this for reasons that I'm trying to understand why I'm doing this. So this is a cold opening, no intro, no nothing, just me spewing shit at the moment. I think I haven't, or I have. Doesn't fucking matter, and it's a little difficult to, like, you feel the words that you want to say, but it's like you're tempting, like, trying to hit the brakes in here. No, don't rein it in. Don't shout it out. You might cause some problems here, but fuck it. It pisses me off as a person that identifies myself as a person that believes in Christ. It pisses me off to no end to know that Christians still follow this overgrown orange Umpalumpa piece of shit known by the name of Donald Trump. If he's a Christian, then Jesus is the devil. If this piece of shit is a Christian, then Jesus is the devil. The last few years of my life, I would say the last 5-6 years of my life has been a rude awakening for me emotionally and spiritually, because I have grown with a disdain of bullshit that I cannot tolerate or suffer anymore. So if you're into bullshit, then you have lost me as a friend. Not saying that you're not incapable, or any human being is incapable of lying or lying to themselves. I mean, that's human nature. But to have bullshit as your main occupation in life, to have bullshit to be your main income of source, like this orange, overgrown, Umpalumpa piece of shit Donald Trump, who has been spewing bullshit not just the past 4 years. No. This was just his crowning achievement in bullshitting. It's been his entire fucking life. The man does not have an honest bone in his body. His whole life has been a series of events of just bullshit, accumulating bullshit until he turned into literally the Mount Everest of bullshit. And it all exploded this week with what happened in the Capitol. And you ain't gonna tell me that if those protesters were black, and I did see some black protesters there, but they were protected by all the white skin surrounding the area. I mean, the fact that there were only like 5 dead in something so fucking crazy like what happened in the Capitol. If all of those people were Latinos or black, or Muslim, it would have, that the whole Capitol building would have been painted coat red, 3 coats of red. The fucking floor, the walls, everything would have been coated red. But since they were white folks, I mean, I'm telling you, I'm neither a righty or a lefty. I've said this before, but God damn it. Jesus Christ. This fucking thing that happened in the Capitol proved the left right. And it proved everything that they've said about him, about his lack of leadership, or his misuse of leadership, let's say. Everything they have said about him, it was proven right in a second. It was proven right. Because look at what happened. Look at what happened. Look at all of this. Look at this fucking disaster. And now the orange, overgrown Oompa piece of shit Donald Trump has been banned from, well, all social media. 4 fucking years too late. 4 fucking years too late. And what pisses me the most off is that actual pastors, those other con artists that show up on TV, were backing this son of a bitch up. You'd be like, well, you're not very Christians. Look, at this moment, I'm not very much of anything. This moment, I'm just fucking angry that a group of people that I, at one time, because I don't know now, I frankly don't know. I still want to follow Christ. I still want to follow the teachings of Christ. I still want to believe. But I cannot associate myself with this type of stupidity, imbecility, and straight up just narcissistic, ego-hungry, just trying to be closer to the power and thinking that the real power is in government. If you truly believe the bullshit that you're preaching, you would really know that government is not your source. Your source is supposed to be God. But since the only God that most of those people, I'm going to say most, I'm not going to generalize. I maybe think that there will be maybe 2 or 3 of those sons of bitches, or, excuse my language, some of those people there might have done it for what they thought were the right reasons. But I can assure you they were a good, or the majority of them knew exactly what they were doing by aligning themselves with this orange, overgrown, Umpalumpa piece of shit Donald Trump. This has been 4 years in the making, and I never said anything, or I'm tempted or just glossed over this shit, because I have family members and friends that practically worship the ground this overgrown, Umpalumpa orange piece of shit Donald Trump walks on. That's what I call him, by the way. The overgrown orange Oompa piece of shit Donald Trump. He almost destroyed a nation. And these Christians that are hung up on this idea that, our nation is getting lost. Our nation is being lost. The liberals are taking over and all of this. And we're not committing to our core Christian values. There might have been a time where the United States what could be considered a Christian nation, but those days are long gone. Let me ask you something. I like history, but I'm not the most knowledgeable person in history, but is it a Christian thing to overthrow governments, organize coups, just so you can get geopolitical strategies open and also steal resources from those nations for the convenience of yours? Is that a Christian thing to do? Is it a Christian thing to do to lie to your public and hide information from them just because you think they know better, and also attack with fear like McCarthyism? A nation that proclaims about so much about liberty, it is now the most oppressive nation in the world in so many areas, and not just on one sense, but in all the senses. Now you can't express yourself rightfully. You can't believe in a certain thing. You can't express yourself in a certain way. In 4 years, the nation was set back 60 years behind, or dare I say 70. And it hurts me. You were like, oh, well, you don't even live in the States. No, I don't live in the States, but I was born in them. I was born in the States. And a lot of the opportunities that I'm afforded in life is owed to the fact that I was born there and I got some of my education over there. The fact that I know English is because I was born and raised in the States. And English has helped me gain a somewhat decent lifestyle here in the Dominican Republic. I'm not rich, not even close, not even moderately or close to even middle class, but I can't complain. I can't complain. I can thank God for the many blessings that I've had in my life, but if you really call yourself a Christian, if you really call yourself a person that believes in God and watched all the events that this week has led up to, and you can still swallow it and still say, well, no, that's not his fault. I still believe in him. Him in question is the orange, overgrown, Umpalumpa piece of shit Donald Trump. I don't know what to say to you. I don't know how else can you see the light. It's not that I was holding hope for Trump. God's sake. Holding hope for Trump. This is a man who has lied to himself and others for practically his entire life. He's so full of shit, he believes the shit is truth. He believes that his bullshit is truth. And listen, I'm not liberal. I'm not even conservative. I don't know what the fuck I am. There's a lot of shit that I hate on both sides. A lot of shit. Like, for example, the Christians think that because the liberals don't follow their core values, it's like, you're not supposed to convert them. That's the Holy Spirit's job. That's God's job to touch their hearts. Your job as a Christian is to live your life believing this thing that you preach and living it out to the point that when you talk about it, people can correlate what you're talking with your lifestyle and determine that you're not full of shit, and therefore it is something that they're interested in following. But if you're just believing in this and calling what you're believing and not actually living it, then congratulations, you are full of shit. Hence why I don't go around preaching to people, because I know that I'm not living this to the fullest. I'm not. Because I'm wrestling with myself in my interior. I'm going through a battle for my soul that I want to believe in God, but every fucking day I see things like this, seeing people that claim to believe in God and go suck on the first dick that shows up that waves of their money and say, oh, I'll back you up, just as you back me up. And this fucking quid pro quo that these fucking Christian leaders have done, they sold out God practically to this orange, overgrown, Oompa-Loompa piece of shit, Donald Trump. The U.S. has never been Christian, as for what I can see now. And those who claim to be, that follow this man, not all of them. I'll try not to generalize. I really am. But the fact that this happened in the alleged freest nation in the world, where a bunch of fucking idiots think that they can just overthrow the government just because they didn't get what they wanted. Oh, but there's a contestant because this orange overgrown Umpalumpa piece of shit fed them fucking lies. He's been to every fucking court system and he didn't get it. Just accept defeat. Take it like a man. But no, he had to be a fucking baby about it. And now almost got the whole country into a fucking civil war and try to organize a coup, whether you believe that shit or not. Just for the glory of his fucking ego. And some Christians still want to defend this man. I don't know, how can you defend this man? Oh, well, he shares our core values. No, he doesn't. You know how many fucking babies he's ordered aborted? He's probably killed 1,000 kids. Who knows how many fucking women he's slayed in the side? He's a known adulterer. And just because he decided to side with the Christians because he wanted that Christian vote. This was a guy who was most of his life a Democrat. Who identified himself as a Democrat. Gave money to the Clintons. Oh my God. Don't you get it? Don't you people get it that he will sell his soul to whoever he needs to be sold just so he can make the bucks out of the idiots that follow whatever the hell he thinks he is. And by the way, as a businessman, he is 1,000 times a failure. 1,000 times a failure. He owes more money than he's earned. Almost all his businesses go belly up. He puts casinos in bankruptcy. Just listen to the thought. Listen to that sentence alone. How the fuck can a casino go bankrupt? And yet these people believe in him. Oh, by the way, gambling. That's another thing. Dude, legitimately owned a casino, and the Christians like, yeah, I'll vote for him. Fuck 20,000 bitches on the side. I'll vote for him. Fuck bitches with Epstein in the fucking island with the other croonies, both on both sides, right and left, because remember, I am not a lefty. Fuck those guys too. Fuck all politicians, by the way. While we're at this, fuck all these politicians, because that's exactly what they play. Donald Trump was playing with fucking big league motherfuckers, and they let him do his shit because what better way to show a fucking rookie the ropes than just letting himself get fucked over? And that's exactly what he did. Although, I mean, yeah, they put the nation on peril, but who gives a shit? The thing is that we made him look bad. I'm so fucking done with all these sons of bitches. With all of these fucking liars. All these sons of bitches, lying sacks of shit. I'm so fucking done with it. Jesus Christ. You would think that after what this week has occurred, that you maybe would understand that, Christians, we probably shouldn't be involved with politics and just concentrate on, getting our act together and going with God. But no, they're doubling down. I bet you right now. And shame on every politician on the Republican side that sided with this overgrown orange Oompa Loompa piece of shit Donald Trump. Shame on you. You put your interest above the world. And now the world is a darker place thanks to your fucking evil, conniving, lameculo, lambón. I'm angry. I'm angry. I'm very angry. This has been like a 20-minute rant. Anyhow, I think I'm going to end it here. Like, who listens to this shit anyway? Here's me hoping against hope. Because I don't see this happening in a lifetime. Like, when the hell are Christians are going to actually be Christians and stop sucking dick on these fucking politicians that do not give a fuck about your views? They do not give a fuck about what you think is pure and true. Oh, but they're aborting kids. Let them fucking abort kids. But that's sin. Guess what? The whole world is sinning. I'm going to stop that? Why is it that Christians concentrate on certain groups of sins, but then the rest of it is like, oh no, well, weakness of the flesh. We're all fucking sinners. If you're going to go to the letter of the law, we all fucked up. We're all going to hell. If you're going to go to the literal meaning, definition of the law, we all fucked up. Oh no, but then we have grace. Also, all of a sudden grace appears. But it's just for you, right? Not for the people outside. Not for them. They can go burn in hell, but we're the ones that are buddy up with God, right? The hypocrisy, the bullshit, the fucking lies, and the fucking leaders sucking the dick of this overgrown orange Umpalumpa piece of shit Donald Trump, who is not a Christian, who has not even known what God is, probably a fucking atheist, but he will sell himself as a Christian to this group of gullible idiots that think that well, he's our messenger. Yeah, great message he sent so far. What a beautiful message. Thank you for destroying Christianity in 4 fucking years, you fucking orange, overgrown Oompa-Loompa piece of shit. And my anger is not so much because he's a true... Oh, believe me. I already talked about Ravi Zacharias. Man, that helped me out in my darkest time without knowing me. Helped me out. And was slinging dick. That's beautiful, right? Just beautiful. Just comes to show you, Christians out there, I don't know who the fuck Christians is going to be listening to this, know all the fucking F-bombs and shit, S-bombs that I've thrown. But in case that you want to wonder what the core message of this is this. Stop trusting human beings. All human beings, with no exception. Not one fucking exception. All human beings are full of shit. All of them. All of them. No matter what they say, no matter what they act, no matter how they seem in public, all of them, including this one who is talking to you, is full of shit. So you gotta keep your eyes on that one who is claimed to not be full of shit. You gotta aim higher than human, because human is all in the territory of fuck-upness. And we're all fucked up. We're all messed up. And we all fall short of the glory of God. I'm a weird son of a bitch. I'm weird. All I want is truth. All I want is truth. But I'm surrounded by bullshit artists. Me included. The only way we're going to rid ourselves from the bullshit is first fessing up to it. Admitting to ourselves that we're just full of shit. Looking ourselves in the mirror and dig deep and look at the fucking ugliness that's inside of all of us. And admit, yep, that's full of shit. That's bullshit. Instead of looking at us like, oh, we're the victims. Bullshit. We ain't fucking victims. And that's another thing about Christians in the U.S. They're acting, oh, they're treating us like second-class citizens. Did you see people getting chopped up for proclaiming the name of Christ in the United States? Have people been crucified? Have people been beheaded? Have they fed them to the fucking Colosseum, the Roman Colosseum, and fed them to the fucking lions? They've been used like, Jesus Christ. It's like, and then they talk about the rapture. Oh, Jesus is coming. Jesus is coming. To look for what? Probably in some other places in the planet, but in the States, what is he going to look for? Look for what? You call that Christians? That's his army? That's his fucking people? Those sons of bitches? Those pitiful pieces of shit? Me included? If there is a God, what do you think? You think he's impressed with our track record? We are so pitiful. It's not even funny. You know why people don't believe in God anymore? You know why in the States people are dropping off of churches and forgetting about it to the point that there are even states that have no churches, have no congregation. I mean, the buildings are there, but people that actually congregate in the building, none. Why? Because the most unbelieving group in the entire nation are the Christians, because they talk a good game, they sing a good game, but the lifestyle is not there. How do you know? Look how they live. Look how they talk for real. Because, oh yeah, they can quote the Bible, they can quote Bible verses, and they can be inspirational quotes, but it's all commerce now. It's fucking commerce. There's no real. There's no fucking reality in those words. It's all bullshit. It's all a fucking front. Where are the real Christians? There might be a few out there, but they can remain silent. They don't do shit. Because they don't want to get their hands dirty on this motherfucker. They don't want to call out the bullshit. And I don't pretend to be the one that's going to call out the bullshit, because guess what? I'm guilty as charged as well. Look at me. I'm talking all this shit, saying all the curse words, but I fucking care. If I didn't, I wouldn't be wasting my time talking about this shit. If I didn't care, I would just shut the fuck up and let this shit go to hell. But I give a fuck. I'm not perfect. I'm not saying it politically correct. Maybe I should lay down all the F-bombs. But fuck it. I'm fucking pissed. I'm not right. I'm not very spiritual. And I'll fucking admit it. And I may be wrong in certain areas. But I do know this. We're all fucking slacking. Christians need to wake the fuck up. We need to wake the fuck up. And actually, do you believe in this? Do you really believe in this? Is this fucking real for you? Is it? Then live it, goddammit. Live it. Stop bullshitting yourself. If you don't believe it, then fucking leave. There's the fucking door. You don't know what. Oh, peer pressure. Fuck the peer pressure. Fuck the people. Fuck the world. Fuck everybody. Do what you gotta do. But if you believe this, then stop acting like a fucking Christian and start being a Christian. Look at Jesus. Look at God, and don't look at these assholes, because they have fucked it up royally. They followed this overgrown Umpalumpa overgrown Umpalumpa piece of shit, Donald Trump, who's more antichrist than fucking Obama, if you ask me. White Christianity is weird. Like, how can you reconcile the message of Christ and still hate other races? And you think that God has this special plan for white folks? God, Jesus Christ. It scratches my head, the fact that people still believe this bullshit. God. Well, I've lost a lot of you. Some of you are even grabbing this and you're going to be like, well, I'm going to report his ass. I just needed to let this fucking out. No promo or anything. I'm not even going to put this on video. This is not going to even be on the YouTube. This is going to be directly for audio only. I didn't even record video on this. But I needed to I needed to do this. I really needed to state this. So yeah. I'm done here. If you still want to follow me, still want to listen to me, well, I'll keep recording. I don't know if it's going to be this violent or this spicy, but who gives a shit, right? Nobody listens to this anyway. So yeah. It's been me. You know, hope we survive this week, and hopefully, look, whether you like Weekend at Bernie's or not, Joe Biden, and if you actually are a Christian, Bible says you have to pray for your enemies. And if you consider Biden your enemy, then guess what? You still are obligated to pray for him. So pray for the dude. Or the cop that's going to be his vice president. And if you want the nation to change, the U.S., then start by fucking changing yourself. Look at yourself. Find the bullshit in you and change it. Stop fucking looking at others to blame for your fuck-ups. Own up to your shit in life. And forget about the rest. Let God handle the rest. Just look at yourself. Look internally. And look deep inside and know yourself and own up to your shit. Own up to your bullshit. God, I am. I'm owning up to my shit. Anyway. Take care. Bye.